Hello everyone, this is Seth, recording from Stockholm, Sweden, and today for assignment 2 of the music production class on Coursera, I'm going to show you how to go through the pre-production checklist in my DAW, which is Ableton Live. So first thing, I made a pre-production checklist from the video in the video lectures on Coursera. There were 5 things that he mentioned, and we're going to go through each one by one. The first one is to give your new project a proper project name. And I think this is important because sometimes you forget what you did a couple months ago, and it's good to have a short description of what each file is before you open it. It makes things a little bit more organized and life is a little busier. So here in Ableton, this is a default project to begin with, just one audio track, one MIDI track. And if we go up to File and save like set as, we can get a proper name and put it in a proper folder. Here I have mine in my all the files that I have together for this music production class, one folder, and I've named it Music Production Assignment 2 Pre-Production Checklist because it tells me what it's for, which assignment it is, what it's talking about, and then I like to get it a date so I know when I actually need it. That's just my system of organization. You do it any way you like. Okay, so we're going to save that. Oh, I already saved it once, so we're not going to replace it. Okay, so now given a good name, we're going to move on to number 2, which is setting your digital audio preferences, namely the sample rate and the bit depth. So we find those in Options, Preferences. You can set the sampling rate on the Audio tab, which is the default tab that opens when you open Preferences in Ableton. It's here, sampling rate, and I already set to 48,000. Previously I had it set at 44,100, and making the first take of this video I already set it to 48,000. Now we can find the bit depth under Record, Warp, and Launch tab. Here it is, bit depth. And previously I had mine at 16, now it's set at 24, so I'm learning something in this class. So, number 2 taken care of, we'll move on to number 3, which is making sure we're using an uncompressed file type, preferably broadcast WAV, but that's not available. You can also use WAV or AIFF. So we find file type again under the same tab, the bit depth, Record, Warp, and Launch, and it's up here at the very top. It looks like we're already using WAV, which is fine. We don't have the most preferable option of broadcast WAV, so we're just keep it a WAV. Moving on to number 4, hardware setting. Now this is where you actually find your inputs, your audio interface, or any other inputs you might be using, and you'll find this in Audio tab again, where we set the sampling rate. Here under Audio Device, make sure you're using the right driver type, and you should be able to find your device here as long as the driver is properly installed. And I'm using the Yamaha Steinberg USB audio interface, so that's correct. And if you're using MIDI, you can set it here. And again, I run my Yamaha keyboard through my audio interface, so I set my input as the same Steinberg input. Okay, so moving on to last, the buffer size, and you can set that. You can usually set in the Audio tab. Look further down. Buffer size, it's set 250 samples, and actually I don't have the option to adjust it here, but I get no latency, so I'm going to leave it as it is. And now we're ready to lay on our tracks. Thanks for watching.